I've been getting you the worst of me. Now you wanna stay the night. Pity how you work hard for me, while forgetting how to talk. Nah, I don't like no humble beats. Just go and suss it up. Now it's time to marinate. And right after we're done, I like it when you're looking like that. I like it when you shit, chat shit. I like it when you're looking like that. Oh, shot your fun, don't mind my reaction.
What up, YouTube? Hey, man, we just made a trip yesterday, man. 13 hours, 12 hours, stopping and leaving shit. Jacksonville, delivered the car, came back home. I know y'all been seeing me looking rough in my last couple videos, you know what I'm saying? Been trying to get to the haircut now, but we here now, man. And what other place to go to, man, than one of the #1 barbers in South Florida, man. The barber of the athletes. My brother, man, my best friend, man, Steve, man. Come check him out, CanesBarber.
This motherfucker dope. Spain.
Absolutely, man. That looking nice, boy. We our cleaning crew is, man. I need that in my shop, man.
Yeah, it was me, my mom, and Pop came.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Everything smell like Fabuloso.
Yeah.
And blue match. Hey, man, so like, anybody, let me take this off so I can see these grays, man. Hey, Steve, man, the shop been stressing me out, B. You do something for the top, dog.
You and me both.
Make me look young again, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be a YouTube star. I can't be on here looking old, man.
Who give you the mohawk?
Not today, dog. Not today.
No design?
No, I was thinking about doing one of them little haircuts you be giving to the football players and shit, man. The young guys.
We could do that.
You can do that?
But I told him to come back tomorrow.
Oh, okay. So you taking in customers now, like off the street?
If it's
I know
walk-ins, if it's if
it's slow.
Yeah, then I'll. Being that we're not open yet, but take it.
When you gonna do the grand opening?
Shooting for next month, late August or Labor Day weekend. Being that Labor Day weekend, they got that Orange Bowl Classic.
Yeah,
down
the Canes play that weekend. Yeah.
No, the HBCU.
Oh, HBCU. Oh yeah, so
FAMU and Jackson State, I think.
So just an FYI, the city of Miami Gardens is working with me to get a bunch of donks out there for the Orange Blossom Classics.
Oh yeah.
So they can have the donks in the parade for.
They're doing it that.
Yeah, they're doing that weekend. I think it's that Saturday. Yeah. So, y'all boys tap in with me in South Florida, man. You think your car is up to par, man, and want to be in the Orange Blossom Classic, man. Orange Blossom Classic, City of Miami Gardens. They doing something for the donks this year, man. They have been really proactive in the donk community, man. The city, the vice mayor, Miss Wilson, right? Yeah, Miss Wilson. She's been very proactive with the donks. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name, but yeah, she's been real proactive with the donks, trying to involve the donks in South Florida, cause no matter what, the donks in South Florida has been, the start of the culture. Whether people want to give us the credit for it or not, we have been the ones that have been starting, the donk culture from the beginning. And it's a shame that our own city don't be giving us the proper recognition that we need in reference to that. So, but they're coming around though.
Yeah, that's something that you definitely, especially with that Juneteenth event.
Yeah.
They was able to bring out the cars and let all the families, just get a feel for our culture.
Yeah.
That's something that definitely you've always preached on it.
Yeah.
Getting that exposure and showing them like, hey man, you know, it's bigger than just, you know, a done up car. Like it's more behind it. I was glad you got me involved with that event.
Yeah.
It was just, the weather was bad that day.
Yeah, weather was bad. But you know, they are making a conscious effort for us though, you know, because the stigma of don't owners being, you know, bad people and, you know, some individuals in the community that should not be looked up upon, you know, so that narrative is pretty much going out the door. Because we got guys like my boy Steve right here, very successful barber out of athletes, and he owned the dome. You know what I'm saying? And he's bringing his dome to the Dolphin facility, you know, many events with the Miami Dolphins, and you know, even my boy Juice, you know, with the Miami Marlins, you know, he's brought his dunk out on display, and they have been, you know, supporting of, you know, our culture down here, because, you know, that's what we got down here. That's what we do, man. Cali got their low riders. You know what I'm saying?
Houston got their what
they
call
swags, they slabs.
Slabs.
Houston got their slabs, and we got the don'ts, man.
We got the don'ts.
Yeah.
And don't forget about New York. They got them what they call BMWs and classic
on the BBSs.
Yeah, on the BBSs.
Yeah.
Paid in full vibe.
Paid in full vibe. Yeah. So you know this where it come from, man. You know, we support, and you know we love everybody that support the dunk community, man. But you gotta pay that homage, man. That shit comes from down here, man. No matter where you from, it's from the bottom, you know.
What you got planned today?
We gonna go Sunday eat after this, man. Sit down.
I'm starved.
Yeah, we gonna have to enjoy the week, man. We work hard.
Yeah.
You know, Sunday is the day where, you know, you get fresh and you get ready for the next week, man. So, you know, you gotta look good on Sundays, man, because, you know, this haircut gotta last me the whole week. When I gotta see all you people all week long, man, I gotta get it done on Sundays.
Yeah. The donks out today.
No don'ts today. It's too hot.
It's too hot.
It's too hot, man.
You seen the record-breaking temperatures down here this year, boy. It's crazy.
Man, the fish can't even swim in water down here, man.
Speaking of fish, you heard about the sharks?
Yeah,
eating
man.
up all the cocaine out in the ocean.
That's why the cocaine ain't making it to the streets, man. The sharks. Hey, what that movie was? Cocaine Bear?
Yeah.
They need to do one with a cocaine shark, man.
They out there biting.
Yeah. But hey, man. But yo, y'all gotta, if y'all in South Florida, man, I know a lot of guys that be on YouTube, y'all come down here, y'all vacation. You know, y'all come in and, you know, you want to get fresh, man, you gotta stop by the Players Lounge, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta stop by here. You see it, it ain't even 100% yet. This thing already looking 100 times better than 90% of the barbershops down here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You walk in here. You feel like money.
Yeah, you feel like money, and you better come with the money, cause these ain't just these.
We ain't cheap over
We
here.
ain't cheap over here, man. You know, these ain't them $20 haircuts no more, man. That shit is out the door, okay?
Yeah.
When you come into a barber shop with the likes of some of the greats, some of the Dolphin greats, you gotta understand, man. You know, if they choose to have this man cutting their hair, you know what I'm saying? It's a reason why.
But that's always what I always tell guys is, especially the younger barbers in the game, it's all about the way you carry yourself, bro. You could, like me, myself, I don't consider myself like the best, you know. Like, there's a lot of barbers who probably cut better than me, but I never, you know, I've always been humble with it. So, and that's why I feel like my brand has grown immensely throughout the years, and just the way you carry yourself. Have, you know, do good by people, and they gonna do good by you. So if you want to keep growing in the game, trust me, that'll take you a long way in this field.
Yeah.
And that goes for you and, you know, your brand, Blue Magic. I mean, mind you, I don't know what it is. I think all shops, whether it be paint, music, not so much rims, but when it comes to painting the cars, putting the music in it, doing motor work, it's like, I don't know. I think some of these shop owners like millionaires, cause they don't be wanting to work. They don't be wanting to get the job done on time. But with Blue, how I see him moving his, shop and brand is like in and out. If he tells you, by far, the only person who's been like that with the don't culture is Joey.
Yeah.
If he tell you, hey, bring your car on this date, you better bring your car on that date. Joey, he's upholstery for the don't culture, like one of the best of the best. Like he does the best work, period. You got to go through him. But when he tell you bring that car on this date, you bring it that date, and he gonna have you out by the day he tell you.
Yeah.
And what I see, like a lot of shops aren't, like that, and that's where it gets all like people, they get pissed off. I know me personally, if I want to bring my car to you, like if you tell me, all right, bring it this day, I'm gonna have it out this day. That's what I'm gonna hold you to. And with Blue, we spoke on it before. That's how he's gonna hold, his business. If he say, hey, bring your car, I got you. He gonna get you right.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Cause me being a customer for so many years, you know what I'm saying? I knew what frustrated me in this game. And, for me, I'm the type of person where, I'ma pay whatever I gotta pay to get my shit done, cause I'm impatient. You know what I'm saying? I'm really impatient. So if you tell me I'm gonna pay a higher price, but I'm gonna get it on this certain time and date, then I'm gonna do it. But I'm gonna hold you to it. I understand certain things happen. Parts get broken, stuff get delayed. But that's why I set my model on my shop a certain type of way to try to eliminate those type of things that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta buy a motor from me. I don't want to deal with no junkyard motor, man. If you any episode that you have seen of my shop, you have never seen a car outside. We don't store cars outside. We don't leave cars outside. We're not trying to have a shop where, we taking deposits and we got cars sitting for weeks and months. That's not how you be successful, man. You know what I'm saying? Successful is getting in and getting out. Planning your bills, you know what I'm saying? Planning what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I was in school for project management and accounting. You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of stuff I don't talk about. I was in school for project management. I was at, my last previous job, I was, working in project management. And, that comes a long way when you're building these cars. These cars are projects. Mm-hmm. These cars are definitely projects, and your management and your time management on these cars is what's going to make the project successful. So, I'm not just some dude that, building cars X, Y, Z. You got to have a business model, man. You got to have a model that goes into play when it comes down to accepting a car. Every step of the car has a timeline. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you miss the timeline in the project management, you got to dock for that. Mm-hmm. You got to dock for this. You got to dock for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to allocate the proper amount of time for every phase of the project. And I outsource some of my stuff to make sure that the project is done in a timely manner. I got the outsourcing that I do is an internal network of people that I use that, and unfortunately, I hate to say it like this, if your car is at their shop and I call to get one of my cars in there, it's unfortunately for you, but it's a good chance you're gonna get skipped. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean to say that as a cocky type of way, but we have an agreement that, when I bring a car in there, you know what I'm saying, like, we have an agreement that we're gonna get it done in a timely manner. A lot of times people be thinking that it's about money. Everybody always thinks it's about money when it comes to situations. A lot of times it's about relationships that you have with people and longevity. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some shops in here that I make a phone call that you call them, they won't even take your call, they won't even look your way, they won't even take you inside their shop. I can make a phone call and I get in that shop tomorrow or the next day.
In and out.
And I get crucified for that. People hate me for that. You know what I'm saying? They want to talk shit about me, all that stuff. But at the end of the day, the shops that I use, I've done business with them for so long, and the money is always never an issue when it comes to whenever I bring a customer car there. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's that they understand that dealing with me is no hassle. We have an understanding of what I expect, what you expect. You know what I'm saying? You give me a price, I don't haggle the price. I don't give you a hard time, you know what I'm saying? And it's always clean business, you know? And it's a relationship that I've established with these people for years. These are people that worked on my car. These are people that, you know, they trust me and I trust them. They don't have to hold my hand. I don't have to hold their hand. I drop the car, but tell them what I want, and then I come back and pick it up. So, you know, y'all be thinking that it's, you know, is favoritism and stuff like that. You know, sometimes it's just a better working relationship, and relationships last longer than money. You know, because sometimes I could get stuff done with my face and not have $1 in my pocket. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times y'all let that shit go over y'all head. It's not always about that, you know? So once y'all realize that and understand that, you know what I'm saying? For instance, prime example, my boy Steve right here, man. You call Steve today and ask this man for a haircut, he gonna tell your ass the kid rocks. You know what I'm saying? He gonna tell you the kid rocks, but I called my dog today, yeah, he gonna talk shit. God damn, can't on a Sunday.
You know I gotta pull you on
saying?
your own.
You gonna pull, but guess what? He pulled up, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, people look at certain things. I give you an analogy, right? That Sprinter right there, I don't know how much it costs. It looks pretty expensive. You know what I'm saying? He put money inside that
It'd
Sprinter.
be like a dunk bill.
You feel me? But that Sprinter gonna make him $1 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That Sprinter gonna make him $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Throughout his lifetime, you know, it's gonna make him $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we put in the work that a lot of people don't see, and this is a little barbershop talk that we gonna give y'all. You know what I'm saying? You might even incorporate this into our episodes, you know what I'm saying? Just a barbershop talk or, you know, stuff like that. Really. Understand, man, you know, the small investments in your life can, you know, can make you be mildly successful, you know? But, you know, it's crazy because we talking about the dunk culture, and, you know, me and him is involved in the dunk culture, and, you know, and we display the dunk culture in both of our lives professionally, you know? But personally, it's crazy because I met this man at a dunk car show, you know what I'm saying? It was down south. It was Sudamar, one of the Sudamar events, man, and it just so happened that, you know, we was parked next to one another at the show, and you know how in Miami, man, you know, people ain't really too friendly like that, so you know, everybody be standoffish and stuff like that. But something when you got a dunk, man, you can just, you know, open up a conversation. So, you know,
when I saw that grade, you had the hard top.
The hard top back there.
I had the top. I don't know somebody was by your car. You weren't there. And I said, boy, that motherfucker. Oh, boy, who the owner? And he told me, oh, I guess you was you was somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And then eventually you came back and you just started talking cars.
Yeah, and then Steve won trophy for, I think, the best
71.
Best 71, yeah.
Convertible. And that was when I first got that car fresh out. So it's like I was flaming to
be outside.
I couldn't wait. There wasn't no music in it yet, but it
was outside.
We was outside, man. Forget the music.
Yeah, we'll deal with that shit later.
Yeah.
You know, I had won best 7 tray hard top. So we was sitting there chit chatting, man.
What did you do with that 7 tray? You sold it?
I sold that one. Yeah, I sold that thing for Blue Magic. Yeah, I traded that thing for Blue Magic, man.
The beginning.
The beginning, right? Yeah, that was the cash shot. So, yeah, and then we linked up from that day, man, exchanged information, and shit, fucking, damn it, 10 years later, man. I think it was this year, bro.
Yeah.
I think last year made 10 years. I think that was, I got the Vert in 14. I started building the Vert in 14, so that might have been 13, you know, end of 13.
Be honest, 14. What made you get a Vert? Because you didn't have a Vert. You had the hard top. What made you go that route?
Let me tell you something.
It wasn't at Sudi when you seen mine?
That might have been one of the reasons. That might have been one of the reasons. But I ain't gonna lie, cause you know, you got to crawl before you walk. So,
Yeah,
you know,
you do.
I started off in a hard top, man. That's why I never got nothing bad to say against hard tops, man. I've never said nothing bad against hard top because that's where I came from, man. That's how I got my introduction into the dunk game. You know what I'm saying? It was in a hard top.
Yeah.
But I can tell you one defining moment, man, when I say, you know what? Fuck this hard top. I need to get a vert. You know, and it's never fuck a hard top. This was just in my head.
What was that?
Man, we had turned down Ocean.
Mhm.
It was me, and I was in the front, and they tried it too. It was real. At the time, I didn't realize why I was leading the pack. You feel me? I didn't realize it, but now I realized it. You know, everybody behind me had verts. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so they put the hard top in the front. It's like I had to clear the way for the verts. You feel me? And I didn't realize at the time. I was like, damn, why they, I'm driving on the expressway. All of them doing like this, like, man, go, like go in the front. I'm like, man, why the fuck they keep making me go in the front? But I don't care because, you know, I'm heading the line. I think I'm a line leader, you know what I'm saying? Not even knowing that, you know, I was the patrol car, you know what I'm saying? I was like the car that was leading the funeral procession, you feel me?
That's exactly what I was about to say.
I hit the block, right? So I hit the block, you know, and this is around the time when South Beach was South Beach, man. Ocean Drive was Ocean Drive.
Wet Willie's,
Fat Tuesday. This is
before the pandemic.
Listen, this was a time to be alive in a vert. You know what I'm saying? You hit South Beach in that dunk, man. I'm talking about you have people pulling out cameras. You know what I'm saying? All over. They stopping traffic. They just want to get a look at it. Man, I turned down the block. I'm like, yeah, bitch, I'm on Ocean. I looked at my rearview mirror, dog, and like them boys was in sequence, dropping their tops. Like I just see the tops going
back to back.
All
at the same time.
They just dropping
It's
the
like
tops.
they all have sent a mass text.
Like,
hey,
yo, listen.
Hit the button.
So we passed TGI, boy, hit that top. Man, I looked back, I saw all them vert tops going down. I was like, I gotta change my life, dog. I gotta get my money up, man. I gotta do something, man. I gotta figure this out. And it was from that moment on, man. I was like, man, I'm gonna build me a vert, and then, you know, this is something off the, you know, I don't really tell the people about this shit, but when I bought that damn hard top, man, that hard top was a piece of shit, man. Like, if I tell you, if I took that car out 40 times, right? If I left my house 40 times with the car, I probably made it home driving maybe 6 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, I was on the tow truck every time I left the house, yo. Like, you know, I had the tow truck on speed dial, bro, because I knew it was a good chance. And I had
a good chance you was from the breakdown.
I caught on fire in that car 4 times.
Oh, no.
One time, the fuse box caught on fire. The other time, and I was just, it's like the car had voodoo on the shit or something, man. Like, I had some of the craziest things happen to me. That night, we left Sudamar shop. I ain't never tell you. I left Sudamar car show. I left in the tow truck. I parked down the street, but nobody saw me in the cut. My goddamn fuel pump, the fuel pump power wire came off the fuel pump and hit the damn frame, bro.
Look at that shit.
And sent a spark all the way to the fuse box, bro. And I had to get towed home. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when I built Blue Magic, I said, you know what? I'm gonna make sure I put everything on this shit new because
no corner.
I ain't trying to be broke down no more. I'm tired of being on the side of the road. I'm tired of people looking at me. Damn, it was one time I went to South Beach, right? South Beach is one of the spots, man, where you're either gonna have a lot of fame, or you're gonna have a lot of laughs. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I went to South Beach one day. We were riding down in front of Red Woodies. As soon as I went to Red Woodies, passed by the front of the car cut off. Everybody outside taking pictures of my shit off. I'm like, damn, I'm trying to start the car. Car wouldn't start. I don't know who this girl was, man. To this day, I wish I could see this damn girl. She was like, all that money in that shit, it didn't want to even start. Yo, I was in the car like, yo, that shit hurt me to my soul, yo. And it's like, I'm trying to start the car. It ain't, and I just heard her say, all that money in that car, that bitch won't even start. Yo. That was a defining moment for me, man. That was the last time I took that car on the beach, man. I said, man, this shit is gone. I'm out of here. And so I started building Blue Magic. I said, man, I ain't breaking down no more. I'm gonna put all the nice shit on my car. I'm gonna do a new motor. I ain't doing no carburetor shit. I'm doing fuel injected. I'm going all the way out, man. So in 2014, man, I built that car to be a car that does not break down. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for the most part, man, I can tell you the truth, man. You know, I could change the narrative now. It's 90% of the time I leave the house that I'm gonna make it home. You know, it's 90% of the time I got a great ratio of leaving that house and making it back home. So that's why I build the cars the way I build the cars. I use the parts that I know gonna make you home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, shit happens. You know, it's man-made, mechanical. You're gonna have failures. You know, it don't make a difference how much money you put into a car, man. You're gonna have something that fails on you.
Everything will be brand spanking new.
It's gonna fail on you, you know. But we try to limit the time that those type of things happen. So, you know, when people call me and they tell me, "Oh, how much you gonna call for this? This call for that? How much you gonna call for parts?" You know, I give them a price of what it's gonna maybe cost you in parts for a quality part, and people start hollering.
Yeah.
You know, but you can't run away from quality stuff, man. You can't.
Especially with the brands you're affiliated with, like Bear Brakes, was it Holly?
Yeah. You know, Wilson Manifold, QA1.
Yeah. Them the top,
you know,
top
ATF, ATF transmissions. You know, you get the type of stuff that you have a good chance of making it last. You know what I'm saying? Just like with my boy haircut right here, man. What they say? I'll tell you what they say. Good haircuts ain't cheap, and cheap haircuts ain't good.
Yeah. You heard it. Man.
You know what I'm saying? So, it was something else I said. It was something else I said on live this week, man. And they asked me to repeat it a lot of times, man. And
you just need to start posting motivational quotes.
Yeah.
Your little signature, Blue Magic.
Blue Magic.
Blue Magic.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. When y'all hear this, every time y'all think about it, or you're trying to make a decision on doing something, I want this quote to come in your head, man. I'm gonna let them stop so you hear it real good. So you probably, let me tell you something. It's real expensive being cheap. Don't let that go over your head. It's real expensive being cheap. You may think you saved $1 here or there, but in the long run, it's gonna cost you, and it's gonna cost you double what it would have cost you to just do it right the first time.
Do it the right way.
Yeah,
and the right way is the Blue Magic way.
Absolutely. It's like, you know, you gotta be a personable person. You know what I'm saying? When you're out in public, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know who you're gonna run into. You never know, you know, who may be in front of you.
Yeah.
So, you know, I try to make it my duty to always, you know, if somebody recognize me or they see me out, you know what I'm saying, in public or something like that, and they speak to me, I'm always personable. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna speak back. I'm always gonna, you know, give you a conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna talk to you because, you know, I don't never feel like my time is more important than anybody else's time. So if they stop out of their day and took their time to speak to me, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna speak back, you know what I'm saying? So I was in the gym last week and a dude came up to me. He was like, "Hey man, I had hit you in the DM. You know, you didn't respond back to me, XYZ." And you know, a lot of times, you know, I don't have to prove nothing to nobody, but you know, sometimes I show them like, listen, I don't intentionally or, you know, try to ignore you. You know, my Instagram is filtered that, you know, if I never responded to you or never had a conversation with you, then your messages go into this filter box that I have to go through and check. So, you know, I explained it to him, you know what I'm saying? He was like, "Oh no, it's all good, but, you know, I want to do something to my car, but I had already got it done because you didn't hit me back." And I said, "I completely understand that." He was like, "But I got a partner that's trying to, you know, get some stuff done to his car." I was like, "Yeah, man, just give him my number, bro." I gave him my number, you know what I'm saying? I said, "Have him call me." A lot of times you say that, man, a lot of people don't necessarily fall through with that. They don't necessarily come through with that. You know, a lot of times you just be, You know, it's just opening. It's a conversation that sometimes be deaded. But customer called me yesterday and was like, "Hey man, you know my partner gave me your number. He told me to tell you that, you know, remember him? He went and spoke to you at the gym." I was like, "Oh yeah." I said, "I did have a conversation with him at the gym, XYZ." He was like, "Yeah man, you know, I got a 7-1 Cutlass, man. I want to do everything to the car." I said, I'm gonna do everything to the car. I want motor, transmission, I want everything, man. I'm like, "Well, you know, when you got some time." He was like, "Man, I got time today." And most of the time you got a customer, when they say they got time today, that's a customer that's serious. You know, a lot of times, customers that are serious, they know what they want. They already know what they want. They already researched what they want. They're not calling you to waste your time. They just calling you to get, you know, just, you know, more direct in what they want. So, you know, he came to the shop Friday, and I showed him around the shop, told him what I had to offer, XYZ. He was like, "Man, I want everything. I want everything. You know, I want everything for the car. I want motor, transmission, torque converter. I want the expensive belt drive. I want this, I want that." And I was in my head, I was like, "Damn, like, you want everything? Like, nobody don't never want everything. Like,
Out the box.
Somebody be like, "No, I'm just cut some money there." He said, "I want brakes, I want everything." I said, "You want everything?" He said, "Man, get me a quote together." Like, at this time, I was a little weary. I'm like, he want everything. He want me to sit down and make this long ass quote.
Yeah.
And then he just finna be like, "All right, I'ma holler at you." Nah, this man said, "Hey, what's your Zelle?" And
Like
Zelled
that.
me. And I didn't even know you could Zelle that much money at one time. You know what I'm saying? He made the Zelle. I'm gonna do half right now, man. I come back, you know, and once we get the first set of parts, I'll come back and give you the rest. You know, and that was it's a $45,000 ticket. You know what I'm saying? And that just came about from me just being personable to somebody on the street that went and stopped and spoke to me. He told somebody about me, and they came and spent damn near $50,000 with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm always personable when I'm in the street, man. You know, somebody come up and speak to me and talk to me. You know, you never know who you may be speaking to, man. So, you know, I always try to make it my duty to speak. You know, it's a funny story, right? I'm gonna go back into this. It's so crazy, right? So, me and my dog used to hang out a lot. You feel me? We used to hang out all the time. And I never understood when he used to do stuff, right?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to. So I never understood why he was the way he was, you know what I'm saying? And now, you know, I learned that from him. I picked it up from him. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he the one taught me about being personable and being approachable when you out in public. You know, this is before the Blue Magic brand was getting kicked off. You know, my boy, he was the barber, the athlete, the
CanesBarber.
CanesBarber. He was the CanesBarber. You know what I'm saying? So we used to hang out in Wynwood all the time, brick house, you know, the wood and stuff like that. And whenever I went out with this man here, listen, somebody had come out the woodworks. CanesBarber. Stop us, aspiring barber, fan, you know, somebody went to UM, a UM football fan, whatever. Stop him. I used to be in the background like, "Oh, come on,
He
bro."
would stand behind me and make a face like,
Yeah.
and I would just laugh.
Yeah, laugh and brush me off, you know what I'm saying? Like, bruh, I just like, "Man, come on, man. This man want to talk to you about this dumbass shit." Like, you know what I'm saying? And then now it's so funny now, right? Because now when we both go out, somebody be like, "Blue man," so he'll be standing behind him like, "Bruh, for real." You know what I'm saying? But
Life works.
that's how life works, man. But you know, I learned that from him, man, about being personable, man, and being humble, man, and being approachable. Because you know, being approachable can open up so many other doors for you that you don't even know is available. You know, and I got that from him, man. Like I can't even lie. Like, you know, he was never a person that did not stop if you tried to speak to him or wanted to talk to him or have a conversation with you. We could be in the game, walking to our seats, and somebody will stop us. I'm like, "Damn, it's about to be kickoff, Steve," and then he'll stop and he'll have a whole conversation.
Right in front, like, but like you said, that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
Guys, you know, just take a moment and talk to them, cause you never know, that one conversation can make the rest of their week, their day, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's all they probably needed.
Yeah, for real. So, you know, this is tapping into a little bit of the personal side. You know, I don't know if you follow my Instagram or you watch the Instagram, but you know, I keep my personal life and my personal things off of Instagram for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? I got a beautiful girl. I got, you know, I got beautiful kids. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of things going on in life that I just feel like, you know, you just don't be, you know, to be on social media.
Everything ain't for the gram.
Yeah, I got good friends.
Yeah, just like Cad, like even myself, there's a lot of stuff I don't advertise on social media just cause, like, you know, everyone knows me as, you know, the barber of the athletes, but I do, you know, do other things outside of that I do not advertise on my social just cause, like, you know, privacy is, listen, a private life is a happy life. Yeah. So I don't blame you, you know, cause I do the same.
Yeah. So, you know, we're gonna incorporate the barbershop talk, man, into, you know, the Blue Magic page, man, and we're gonna do a little dibbling dabbling into the personal side of what goes on, you know, because it's not just cars and, you know, just working on cars. You know, we just like y'all, man. We got personal lives. We got people that depend on us, look up to us, and need us. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, barbershop talk gonna give you a little bit of that, man. You know, and it's only right that I do it with, you know, one of the best barbers in South Florida, man. I'm so lucky enough to actually be on the clientele list. You feel me? So, you know, so just look around, man. The barbershop, we're gonna give y'all a little view of the barbershop, man. The bar is coming in soon. I'm gonna have the next episode with the bar. It's gonna be a bar in here.
But believe it or not, you know, Cad, you would consider yourself an athlete too.
I mean,
you a driver. And NASCAR drivers, they consider athletes.
They are, yeah.
So yeah, Cad an athlete too.
Yeah, I'm an athlete too. I'm an old dumbass athlete. Go out there and risk his life.
Look good, race good.
No bullshit. Your bullshit.
You feel me? And while y'all at it, go grab your little Celsius.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
And Celsius, I'm gonna link y'all together because you need to have their brand on your car.
I believe so
y'all
too,
hear that
man.
shit?
Yeah.
All right, we gonna work it out.
We need that Celsius Arctic vibes and Blue Magic. You feel me? That's exactly what we need, man. But y'all check out the shop, man, and y'all see some of the clientele that them boys are so lucky to be able to be in contact with, and you know, and it's a blessing, man. So just look around, man, and look at some of the people we got on display. You just never know. You may be in here one day, and some of these guys on that wall
walk right in
and get a haircut, man. You just never know. They even give you the same respect, not necessarily all the way to the top, but you know, if you got a great standing in the community, right, and you got a stable in the community, and people know who you are and what you stand for, and then, you know, they see you, your good friend, on Instagram, and they see me out in public, like, they be like, oh shit, that's Cane's homeboy, you know what I'm saying? They'll be like, oh, he good people. You already get a nod of approval before anything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they do the same with me. Whenever I post your races, they always ask when I'm there, man, where your boy Blue at? That boy got a fast motherfucking car.
Yeah.
That shit, and they be wanting to go to the event, but you know, it sometimes be during season, so they can't, you know, do that. But
nah, but that's real life, man. And the type of people that you hang around your company, you know, that means a lot to you too, man.
Yeah.
Good and bad. You know, you hang around the wrong company, you're gonna be affiliated with the wrong things, even if you ain't even involved in that. You know, but having people like Steve has definitely, you know, opened doors for me, man, because I've been places like, that's Cane's homeboy. What's up, man? What's going on? I seen your videos, la. And then that's a conversation starter. That's a skip the line right there. You know what I'm saying? That's a free drink. That's all that shit.
Everything.
Yeah, man. Gotta be personable, man, and be aware of yourself.
It's your boy, CanesBarber, the barber of the athletes. As you can see, I got a home base.
Grand opening coming soon. But in the meantime, I'll bring you inside my Sprinter van, mobile barber shop. This where all the magic go down. You name it, he done sat in this chair. Your favorite player, your favorite NFL, NBA, you name it. They done sat in here, and as you can see, these are all my clients who I've cut throughout the years. Basically, I pull up wherever you at. You could be getting off a private jet. I'm in there. I'm on the right there, on the driveway, or what they call it, the tarmac. Yeah, I pull it right there. You could be at the mall shopping. You can't make it to the barbershop. Well, the barbershop can make it to you, wherever you at. Like I said, this is a concierge service, so you got to pay top dollar to get this type of barbershop to come into your driveway or into your workplace, wherever you at. But you know, this is my world. This is my happy place. If I ain't in the dump, I'm in this mobile barbershop, my Sprinter van. And if you see me out there in the streets, hey man, honk at me. I throw up the deuces, do a little video. I'll repost you on my page. But for the most part, you know, this is where it all goes down. If it ain't, you know, in my shop that, you know, I'm opening up soon for the ones who, you know, don't want this service, I'm gonna have a home base. So be on the lookout for my announcement for the grand opening, which is coming soon. So stay tuned. And also, if you're not following me, go ahead and hit the follow button on Instagram at CanesBarber, and my barbershop as well at the Players Lounge Barbershop. Follow me, DM me, book on the Booksy app, and yeah, feel free to contact me. I'm somewhat, you know, quick with responding back, but you know, if I don't, I'll be sure to make sure I respond in the quickest way possible that I'm able to, you know, speak to you. But for the most part, yeah, follow me on the gram, follow me on Twitter at CanesBarber, follow me on TikTok at CanesBarber as well. So follow, hit the follow.
I count money when I'm bored. Watch the money hit the floor. Make it rain, make it pour. In my house, don't need no tour. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay-Tay, that's my hype girl, that's my mascot. Little ones go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. If I got it, they got it. Family strong, they solid. For them empty my pockets. If I got it, we got it. Foundation been solid. Taking off like a rocket. Yeah, I count money when I'm bored. Watch the money hit the floor. Make it rain, make it pour. In my house, don't need no tour. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, yeah. It's just me and the fam. Yeah, I love you too. Yeah, I love you.